What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. How many of you brothers worked out at a point in your life quite regularly? You took whey protein. Some brothers are stronger than others. Some brothers can just lift out the gym. Some guys have to work at it. And you were quite regular. You were getting your gains. And for whatever reason, life got in the way. So you stopped. You stopped for 6 months. You decide that you're going to rededicate yourself to the gym. And you tell yourself, you know what? I used to lift 315. Let's go back and warm up with 315. And what happens, guys? I'll tell you what happens. You can't do it. You have to work your way back into that, because just because you used to be able to do it, that doesn't mean that you can do it now. Okay, things can't change. You might be older. You might have been drinking. You're not as healthy. You can get back up to it, but it will take some time. You're not as strong as you used to be as you get older, whatever. Things happen. Now then, many of us don't want to accept the father time thing, that we just don't have it like we used to, okay? Now, what does this have to do with Tia Mowry? Tia Mowry is an example of that same situation with you in the gym taking a break and can't lift anymore. You see, Tia Mowry has a lot of trouble in the dating market. Do you think a young Tia Mowry in her early 30s, early 20s, if she had access to social media, would she need to make all these posts talking to herself, gaining attention? No, there would be no reason to do that. She would be complaining about that she has no options in the dating market. She wouldn't say that. But why is she saying that now? She has revealed as to why she's saying that. Tia Mowry has revealed another fun fact. I've only had one boyfriend in my entire life, all right? So one boyfriend her entire life, okay? One husband. So when you have one boyfriend, everybody's seeking you out when you're young. You get married, you come back with 2 more kids, you're now 45, and you're just like that guy in the gym who used to be able to lift a lot and you can't anymore. What am I saying here? Tia Mowry is not used to not having her way with men. And that is why she's thirsting for attention, trying to talk to herself, trying to show cheeks she doesn't have, doing all of these things because she doesn't want to admit she can't lift weights anymore. She's not as strong as she used to be. And a lot of times when we see people like that, we get bothered. Like if we seen Ali fighting past 1979, 1980 against Larry Holmes, 81. We didn't want to see Ali like that because clearly he wasn't what he was in 71 or 74 or even 77. We don't like to see Mike Tyson professionally fighting against somebody that can kill him because he's not Mike Tyson of 88, 89, 90. But the difference between Tyson, although he wants to compete, he would love to fight, he can't beat anybody. He's too old, the time has passed him, and that's it. And he doesn't complain about it. But the reality is like Tia Mowry and some of these ladies out here, they have forgotten that where you were takes some adjusting to be where you want to be. You're not going to be able to demand what you used to be able to demand in the market. First of all, look at what you have. You're divorced now. You have 2 children. And I don't want to tell anybody to lower your standards, because then I believe that some ladies would feel like I have a certain level of misogyny. I think your standards can be anything that you want them to be as long as you can get them. And it is clear that based off of Tia Mowry's behavior and the way she sees the world and what she's looking for, number one, she's not looking to give any man any value for what he deserves. Tia Mowry wants a guy to chase her, okay? Because she's the catch. She wants a man to chase her, to be a second fiddle in her life, to her career, her kids, and that guy needs to be successful. Here's the reality, Tia, you're not 25 anymore, right? You're not 30, where you didn't have kids, where you were a teenager on Sister. You can't demand that sort of entitlement and actually get it, because if you could, you get it. Because things are not the same when you had one boyfriend or one husband. Things have changed. And now you have to deal with maybe something that you couldn't have to deal with before, which is how great is your personality. The thing about Tia Mowry is she's a very, very beautiful lady. And a beautiful older lady can win on good experience. Let me talk about something. Clearly, anybody saw the Niners game? I was on the phone with SPK. My Niners should have lost tonight. Brock Purdy is nowhere near the arm talent that Jordan Love is. I wish we would have drafted the guy, okay? That guy is amazing, okay? He's a great quarterback, no doubt about it. That guy could have sat for us for a few years. He can make every freaking throw, all right? Want to know why we won tonight against the Packers? because of experience and resilience. We got veterans on the team. They're a young team. They don't know how to win. The difference between women in the dating market that differ between men, as we get older, we can typically beat a younger guy. I'm not talking about fighting. I mean based on experience. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. We can typically beat younger guys because younger guys may have, the youth, they may have the looks or whatever. But we know how to handle situations like when a chick starts acting up, instead of going back and forth with her, what can we do? Well, we can just leave her alone for a few weeks, let her come back. Like, we have those experiences that we can deal with. But the ladies, though, I notice as they get older, they're lacking the experience they would need to be able to overcome a female that looks better. Typically, an older woman is going to demand more, wants more money, has less time, All of these things she has less of, yet this is what she's trying to do. And Tia Mowry hasn't worked on herself, enough that she would need to be able to do what she's trying to do. That's the problem with her. Like, what's going on? What's happening here? Like, we don't know. We're trying to understand what was going on, okay? That is the issue. That's the problem. And now we're having issues when it comes to that. So now, this is the thing with ladies. As they get older, they lack the experience to win with men because they don't change their ways. They don't change their behavior. They don't change their approach, while men are always changing their approach. Like, the thing that I like about men in comparisons to what most ladies do, right? Men, we understand that we have flaws, like, throughout our whole life. We know that most guys are not the best looking. We know that most guys are not the tallest or have the best bodies. So we constantly have to find a way to win to get with the kind of woman we want all the time. We have to find a way to win. There's no doubt about that. We got to find a way to be successful. And we have to study what we want to do to be accessible to women. Women feel like I need to be more beautiful and to look great, and that will take care of everything. It doesn't matter that I need to consider what this guy wants. Like, who cares about him? Nobody cares about what he wants. You see? It doesn't matter that he wants something. Like forget what he wants. It's not even a concern. What is a concern is what I want. Okay? How I consider it. And that is what is so problematic, and women that keep themselves, looking great in their older years, which is what she is. But again, no experience that leads you to winning. Not adjusting. Look at like Floyd Mayweather in boxing. Check this out. Floyd Mayweather can come in with one game plan, but as he is fighting, he'll figure out a way to change the game plan. He'll adapt, find out a way to win. Sometimes the way you want to win is not your way. That's the problem with most people. How you win, you got to change it up. And unfortunately, ladies like Tia Mowry, who've been good looking for all their life, beautiful for all their life, when it comes to adapting in the new era, they can't play. Like DeMarcus Cousins. He was great in the early 2010s. Hey, could have adjusted a new league, out the league. He was hurt too, but you understand what I'm saying? Can't adjust. The game changed right before his eyes. So guys, what do you think? You should win. O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate it for all you do, Celebrity Bell. We're out.